Hello everybody, Lurgs here, welcome to my channel. I'm here to save you time and money. And today, how to make your electric power windows super smooth. Now at the moment my electric windows are a little bit groggy and they're not working as efficiently as they should. But before we get round to making these super smooth, let's first have a quick cup of tea. Make sure if you're going to be working on the motor, always have a lovely cup of tea. Right, now this is how you want your electric power windows to be working. Going up and down nice and smooth. So let's get cracking. And today I'll be doing this procedure on my Volkswagen T5 Combi, the Beast. To start with, make sure that the electric window is all the way in the down position. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a wet sponge with some soapy water and I'm just going to clean out any dirt and debris from any of the grooves and the rubber seals on the window. Now you don't actually have to do this. If you want to be slightly lazy, you can skip to the chapter in this video where you apply the silicone spray directly. But I think it's much better to do this first. You might as well do a proper job. There's a link above now about how to check car fuses without having to pull them out using a multimeter. I've got a non-scour sponge here. Then what you can do is you can take your partner's toothbrush.
Lurgs.
This is my wife's toothbrush.
Lurgs, are you using my toothbrush to clean the van?
And just really get into those grooves, get rid of any dirt or debris. Now you don't have to worry about a little bit of water getting down inside the door panel because you do have drainage holes at the bottom of your doors. If it's an older vehicle or you've been parking it under trees, you may have some moss and algae growth on the rubber seals. So it's definitely worth washing that off. There's a link above now about how to check a car or van battery with a multimeter. Once you've done that, just let that dry off. Then take a nice clean rag. I've actually got this pillowcase which I've taken from my partner's bed. She's not going to notice.
Lurgs, is that seriously from our bed?
Then take a screwdriver, wrap the rag in the screwdriver,
Lurgs.
and just dig it into those grooves and just lift it up and down, getting rid of any dirt. You can see how much dirt's coming out of here. So just keep doing that until it's nice and clean. There's a link above now about the tyre pressure warning light coming on your dashboard and how to reset it. Now you can also do this on the rubber seals around the window pane at the bottom. So let's do that as well, just to get rid of any extra dirt. It's a good idea just to get rid of all the dirt and debris before we apply the silicone spray. So I'm just pushing the screwdriver and the rag inside the glass bit here, in between the glass and the rubber seal, just to give that a nice good clean. There's a link above now about how to check brake lights by yourself. And you can see how much dirt has come off onto this rag. If you move the window up a bit, you might get a bit of dirt on here. So just take your clean rag and just clean off any dirt. Nice and clean. Now we're ready for the silicone spray, the magical part of this video. Make sure you've got one with a straw on because it just makes it easier to get into the grooves. Then push that straw into the groove. Get into the groove, boy, you got to prove your silicone spray to me. And just liberally spray this as much as you like into that groove. This basically will allow the window to climb up and down and it'll be super smooth. After you've applied this, you can power the window up and down and then apply more silicone spray. I'm just going to go all the way around here. I've got some felt type rubber on this fan here. It doesn't matter so much at the top. Just going to put one more coating in the main groove here. Don't worry, I'm not going to be singing again like ever. There's a link above now about what to do if your windshield washer fluid is not working. Now I'm going to take my rag or my pillowcase
Lurgs.
and just get rid of any excess silicone spray. It won't do any harm to your paintwork. Don't leave it on your paintwork in a hot baking sun. Won't do any harm to the rubber, that's what it's for. Now let's test out the window. Fabulous, super smooth. And down. Fantastic. It's a good idea to do this about once a year. Make sure your glass is nice and clean. Just take your clean rag, clean your glass. You can use any glass cleaner or Rainex or something like that. And that will also help with the windows going up and down. Make sure you do this to all your power windows around the entire vehicle. If you found that video useful, please subscribe by pressing this button down here so you don't miss more videos on how to save you time and money. There's also some other videos around the edges of the screen here. If any of those are useful to you, then you can select those now. Thank you for visiting my channel, everyone. I really appreciate it.